Hello. Hi. Welcome to my channel. How are you doing? I hope that you're doing well. And this is very tacky, kind of, yeah. But I'm using my PNG YouTuber, and I'm kind of using it in like a kind of tacky way, but yeah, here we go. So, yeah. Um, I wanted to make this video because it is just very, very hard to like remain positive when you are in a very like really crappy like situation that you literally barely have any control over at all. Or that I might even say that you don't have any control over it all because, yeah, I don't have any control over, like, what the hell is, like, happening to me. So, yeah, again, this might be another video that's not for everybody, but, yeah, here we go. So, this video might be like a little bit cringe. Like, I don't know, like, what is cringe? What even is cringe? And why do people get cringe? Why do people feel cringe when, like, people say cringy things? And, like, why do we automatically, like, sometimes feel cringe when somebody is, like, talking, like, about things that have, like, happened to them or whatever? Like, why do we even say that in the first place? Like, why can't we just all be humans that like care about each other and crap and just like I don't know, like I don't know. I told my whole entire story a few weeks ago, and if I can do the editing on YouTube and stuff and put the card up there, then I will. But if I can do that, because I don't know, I might just put it at the end of the video, but. I basically a summary, very very short summary because it's a lot more than just that. So, I literally tried for days, weeks, and months, a year. Like I tried for a year where I live. And I tried making my resume look more professional, writing cover letters, calling businesses, and none of it worked. Like, literally, none of it worked. I went to interviews, I called people, I did everything I possibly could. I walked places in 80 to 90 degree weather when I have very bad breathing issues. Like, and then, I have walked at least like 450-ish miles a year since, like 2020, like 2021. So then people in my I quote family like to call me lazy and crap, and it's like I'm like the furthest from lazy, and all of you people have cars, all of you people are middle class, all of you people are I quote Christians who don't Christians claim to be like, oh, like everybody, we like people love your neighbor and do this and do that and help people you care about and stuff like that and blah blah. Like, no, like look, believe in what you want to believe in and whatever else have you. Like, I'm not gonna stop you. Everyone has their own thoughts and like beliefs and stuff, and like, the same argument, however, the same argument, which is not an argument, like it's not, but the same argument that other people use for trans people and are like, oh, well, you know what, like, you're like in your imagination, like that shit isn't real, like you can't be that way, you're just thinking wrong or what have, like there's theory of mind. So the same thing that goes for that, like whenever people are like, oh, you're in your own reality, which people are not, like they can't, like they're not, because everybody has a different reality. Like, your reality is not going to be everybody's reality. That's why you can't compare your situation to somebody else's. Like, you cannot be like, oh, well, you know what? I had this problem and I got through it, so why can't you get through your... Like, you can't do that. Like, you just can't. So, it's like... the same thing with that, of how everyone has different experiences and a different reality. If you believe in a higher power, then you do that. But also, don't be like a bigot at the same time, and don't use that as an excuse to be a bigot, because, I mean, I don't know if I believe if there's a higher power, but if there is, then I don't believe that they're a bigot, and I believe that a lot of the Bible is fake, or like just made up. So, yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know, but like, it's just, oh my god, dude, some people are like, oh, well, you claim, oh, well, like, you're in your own reality. Okay, well, guess what? If I'm in my own reality, because I don't feel like I'm supposed to be, like, inside myself or whatever, then guess what? They're probably in their own reality too, because, they're going to a church, like, once every week or twice every week, and they're singing to a being that they cannot see. And then they claim to feel that being, but it's like, if you feel that being, then it very well could possibly be in your head. Like, it is amazing what we as humans can be convinced of. It's amazing. Like, we as humans can be convinced of almost anything at all. Like, our brains are very powerful. So, we as humans can be convinced of almost anything at all, because it's like, we can be convinced that we're lazy when we're not, or that we're something bad when we're not, or that we're a bad person when we're not. And it's like, no, like, a lot of times that will happen. So, yeah, I don't know. I have spent so much time trying to get a job, and just doing application after application, and as an autistic person, then that was draining me, like, so freaking badly. Like, when you fill out applications and you have to submit the same information over and over and over and over again, and then you have to walk to those job interviews because you don't have a car. And then you have to talk at the job interviews, and you have to talk a certain way, or they don't like you, and they can tell that you're autistic because you act different, and this and that and that and that. And it's just like, please, like, please, just please. I don't know, like, and then other people are like, oh, well, you just have to act like everybody else, or you just have to mask, or you just have to do this or do that, or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's how the world works, but, I mean, I already know that's how the world works. I'm just saying that shouldn't be how the world works. I'm just saying that we live in a, like, very messed up society where people like me just fall behind and don't really have anybody in their life to help pick them up and help them. And the people that do help them also tend to be very unfortunate themselves. And it's like, okay, yeah, like, unfortunate people help unfortunate people a lot of the times. And it's just very, like, shitty and stuff. Like, even if I could be hired somewhere right now than where I live, then it's been in, like, the 90s. And, like, I can't breathe in that heat because the air is thicker, and it just feels like I'm suffocating. And it doesn't just feel that way, but, like, I literally cannot get air into my lungs. Like, my lungs feel like they don't work. So, yeah. Even if I could get a job right now, then I couldn't walk back and forth to it. And then it's like, oh, well, can you get a job online? And it's like, I have a potato for a laptop, and I don't have the best mic, and I don't have an Ethernet connection, and like, even if I could get a job online, then I'm constantly bothered. Like, I'm bothered over and over again. I can't just ask to be left alone from X time to X time because I will still be bothered. And then when I'm bothered by somebody, when I tell them that I don't want to be bothered, it feels like somebody jamming their hand inside of my head and squishing my brain as hard as they can. And then when I get bothered by people in real life that I don't like or have an issue with, then it's like it physically hurts. Like, it physically hurts, and I don't have any other way of explaining that except for the fact that if you bother me when I ask you not to bother me, then you bother me, it feels like somebody smashing my brain, and it hurts. Feels like my brain is going into a compressor and being squished. So, and then on top of that, then ADHD, autism, like, if you bother me, like, if somebody in real life bothers me or what have you, then it literally frustrates me so much that, like, I cannot continue what I'm doing. And then at that point, I need like 20 to 30 minutes to just like reset. Like, I can't just go straight back to what I was doing. Like, I need to reset. Like, dude, I asked you to leave me alone, and you disrespected my boundaries, and you didn't leave me alone. Like, I need time to reset after that. It's like freaking debilitating. It just feels like somebody just squishing your brain constantly and just like bothering you when you don't want to be bothered and you're trying to be productive, but then you're also called lazy, and it's just like this back and forth thing where it's like, dude, I'm not lazy. I am not lazy. I just cannot be bothered like 10,000 freaking times a day, okay? Okay? Like, dude. Yeah. But like, literally with consistency on YouTube for the most part, then like I have like subscribers and stuff. So like, thank you. That's cool. I'm not being sarcastic. It's hard to say thank you and stuff, but like I really mean it. But like, and on Twitch, like I said, I did good on Twitch. However, like last night, then yeah, my laptop is just actively dying because I tried to stream Fortnite last night, and you know what? Fortnite wouldn't play, and it was super laggy on cloud, and then my stream crashed because even the software that I've been using crashed, and it's like my laptop can't take it anymore. So, yeah. I'm using it to record this video, but like this is all I'm doing. Like, I had the PNG tuber out, and I had the software out, and like my laptop is making noise, like, and this is all I'm doing. Like, this is all I'm doing, and it's making noise. So, yeah. And about a week ago, I was doing more Stardew Valley stuff, and I streamed for about 4 hours with my PNG tuber in Photoshop, and it just started getting so laggy, and it was laggy here and there throughout the stream. So yeah, my laptop is definitely dying. So yeah, there's that. Like, look, like, you know, I feel like I could get somewhere. Like, I really do. Like, I have always believed in myself. It's just that so many people, I listened to them. Like, people would tell me, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that. And it's like, I believed in them. But it's like, I know that I can get somewhere. Like, I'll tell you straight right now that I think that I'll have like 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like, I'll tell you straight up. You could call me crazy for it. Do I care? No, I don't, because I think it's possible, but like, and I don't feel like arrogant about it, like, oh, I'm gonna be the best YouTuber ever, but it's like, I know that I have the potential to do it. Like, I know that I have the potential to sell my art and stuff, and I know that I have the potential to do all this stuff that people always told me, oh, you can't do that, you can't do, like, it's not true. Like, a lot of times someone will say to someone, I want to be a YouTuber or something like that, and then they're like, oh, that takes a lot of work, like, it's not an overnight thing, as if you don't know that. Like, I know that. Like, I know that me posting a video or, like, going, like, viral or, like, whatever, I know that, like, me being successful is not some overnight thing. However, then there's not really any harm in thinking, like, you know what, it might, because it's like, dude, it only takes one video. It only takes one video to hit the right audience, to skyrocket views and stuff. Like, I'm not saying that, like, it's, like, super easy or what have you, but, like, think about it. It only takes one video. So, like, I'm just saying. It only takes one video. So, for people to be like, oh, it's not possible and this and that, and it takes so much work. And then I've also had people tell me, oh, it's not just the art you have to do, or it's not just the talking you have to do the editing too, and this and that, and this and that. And it's like, okay, but I enjoy those things too. Like, I don't see the problem here. Like, I don't see the problem here. I really don't. But, like, it just makes me so angry that, like, I'm sitting here in, like, clothes that are not, like, the cleanest, and just, I'm sitting here, like, sweating hot every single day, and, like, nobody cares, and I'm sitting here, like, barely having anything to eat and stuff, and it's like, the people who took me in to take care of me since my parents didn't do their job are doing the same exact thing to me now that my parents did to me when I was a teenager. And it's like, just cycling through everything that happened to me as a teenager is now happening to me as an adult. And it's just like, dude, was I ever even really cared about in the first place? Like, was I? Because I don't think I was. I think it was all lies. I think it was just the fact that my great grandma and my aunt just hated my dad so much that they would have done anything to piss him off. So, I mean, I feel like I'm hated too, because it's like, oh, well, you're a product of your dad, so you're hated too. It's just like, I don't know, like, I'm kind of over it, but it's like, dude, like, my aunt took my great grandma's checkbooks. Like, I already had to, like, beg for money to, like, just, like, beg for money to, like, pay, like, small bills and stuff, and it's like, and to buy food for myself, because my grandma would tell my aunt what to get, and then my aunt wouldn't get what I asked for. And my sensory issues, I couldn't Like, so I just sit in this room, like, really, really hot. And, like, I sweat to the point of, like, getting rashes and crap. And it's just, like, literally nobody cares. Like, literally nobody cares. And when I feel hot, then I feel really sick, like, sickly sick. And, like, it's just, like, my sensory issues. And it's, like, it is very, very hard to function. It's very hard to function. And then whenever I'm productive, then it's like, it's taking up energy. And like, my grandma and aunt used to talk shit about how I had to sit outside and watch my siblings for hours in the summer in the heat in the morning to the afternoon, just sitting outside in the heat. They used to talk absolute crap about that. And it's just like, well, now I live inside of this room, inside of this house that is very, very hot, where my nose is very stopped up and I can't breathe, and I just feel so hot and sticky, and I feel dirty and disgusting all the time. And like, I cut my hair because like I literally cannot take care of it. Like, I don't have any shampoo or conditioner. Like, I can't take care of my hair. Like, nobody cares. Like, I have like a very small thing of soap and stuff, and it's like, you know what? I can't even like care for myself because literally nobody cares about the situation that I'm in, and it's like they don't see an autistic person that struggles to get by in society because like they're just not good at being social. They don't see an autistic person who gets treated really badly at jobs or just fired for no reason at all. They don't see every single struggle that I have, and it's like they just think that I'm sitting on my ass being lazy, and it's like, no, like you're kidding me, right? Like, you're kidding me. Like, that's a joke, right? Like, it's very hard to believe how somebody in your family has 3 cars, and they're the only person who drives those 3 cars. And they can't lend somebody a car to use. Or they can't take somebody to a job that's further away so that they have more job opportunities. Or like they can't give them the money to get a better phone, a phone that they can actually make phone calls on because their phone stopped working. Or they can't give somebody a better laptop or computer so that they can continue trying to make something of themselves. Like, excuse me, like, I don't know. Like, dude, like, that's just pathetic. Like, it's pathetic that all these middle class people who are being so well off and crap just can't help somebody who's like literally struggling to survive. I'm sorry, that's just pathetic. Like, I don't know anything more pathetic than that, honestly. I don't know anything more pathetic than like being so caring and loving towards a teenager and getting them out of their really bad abusive situation with their parents and then just treating them abusively as an adult after like they tell you like they're autistic and crap, and they tell you their triggers, and they tell you this and they tell you that, and like I literally have a 15 to 20 page autism diagnosis document. So yeah. And on top of that, then like autism is not like this thing where like all of a sudden you just start making excuses. Like, I've had all of these problems my whole entire life. I used to get in trouble at school like all the freaking time when I did nothing wrong because I would just be ganged up on and just like made fun of and stuff, and like everybody would say, hey, they did this or they did that when I didn't do it. Like, living like this is debilitating, and it's just so freaking frustrating because anybody going through this shouldn't have to go through this at all. It's absolutely pathetic. Like, I don't know anything more pathetic than being treated the way that the way that I'm treated, or the way that people like me or people in similar situations are treated. I don't know anything more pathetic than that. I don't. I really, really don't. Like, I just started crying last night since, like, I can't stream Fortnite. Like, you know, like, here's the thing. Like, I want to be entertaining, and people like to watch other people play games, and I know that people like to watch people chat, too. But, like, if I'm playing a game, then, like, my mind is distracted or whatever else have you. But also, if I'm not playing a game... then, like, I could just start do value texturing, but again, Photoshop is very laggy whenever I stream. And even sometimes when I don't stream now. So, like, I really can't stream that much. Like, I guess I can make videos right now, but I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do that with this laptop. But again, I have a friend who might be able to give me a PC that they don't use anymore, which would be awesome. But like, I cannot stand people in this society who are well off. Like I'm not a stranger. I am not a stranger. I am somebody who has been in this family since the day that I was born. Like, it's not like I'm some stranger. I am in the, I quote, family that is treating me like garbage. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand how you can just do a 180 and just not care about anyone anymore. Either that, or they just never cared about me in the first place. Like, I don't understand that. I really don't. And I don't understand how you can just take someone's checkbooks, so then the person who needs help can't even, like, beg for help anymore. And then, on top of that, then I don't understand why the other person, why, like, you can't, like, stand up for them and be like, no, I'm not letting you do that. Like, I'm not. Like, you say, oh, I love you so much. Like, I love you. I care about you. No, you don't. Like, you don't. Actions speak louder than words, honey. You don't care about me. Like, you don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that, but you don't. I'm sorry, but I don't understand. I don't understand why people are so greedy and just horrible people. When if people actually helped somebody, then they could be in a better place and stuff. And it's like, it's not my fault. Like, for a while, then, like, I did put some blame on myself, because it's like, you know, in society, it's like, oh, well, you know what, it kind of is my fault a little bit because of this, but no, it's actually not my fault. Like, I was, like, dude, like, there's no mistake that I made that was, like, either, like, so bad that, like, all of this would have been my fault. Like, it wasn't. Like, and none of this is my fault. Like, I just was born into a very, very dysfunctional, terrible family who does not give an absolute shit about me. So it's like, oh well. Like, I mean, people, like, bigots and stuff can, like, be like, oh, well, you're probably not hardworking or this or that. But it's like, no, that's not true. Like, that's not true. I'm sorry. But, like, you don't know my situation. You don't know my life. You don't know how I've been treated all my life. So it's like, you don't know. Like, I am so freaking scared that, like, if she took the checkbooks away, that she's gonna change the phone bill and, like, take the internet away too, since my grandma doesn't even use internet and I'm the only one that uses internet. Like, I'm scared that she would go that far. She went as far to take the checkbooks away, and I had a nightmare about that. Usually when I have nightmares, then they come true. Whenever I have realistic nightmares, then they usually come true. I did have a nightmare about that. And I did imagine it, like, last month. Like, whenever I have, like, bad instincts or something, they usually come true. And I can't say the same thing for, like, good things. Like, I don't want to hear about manifestation stuff, because, like, I don't really fully believe in that. Like, I don't. Like, you can, but, like, I don't, because a lot of times your life is dependent on either somebody else or in somebody else's hands. Like, a YouTuber who, let's say, has a job as a YouTuber, they're not fully dependent on themselves. They're dependent on the fact that people watch their content. They're dependent on, like, other people to support them. And, like, so manifestation is like, I can't control anybody else's head. I can't control anybody else's brain. Like, I can make a super cute PNG tuber and then be like, hi, hello. But, like, I don't know. Like, there's not much I can do other than, like, put cute things on the screen or, like, what have you, and try to entertain you with storytelling or something. Or, like, playing a game or something. Like, I'm practically in the same situation that I was then. Like, I don't know how to describe how painful that is, or, like, how stabbed in the back that I feel, and how gaslighted I feel to feel like it's all fake. Like, oh, it's all fake. Like, I'm the problem. Like, they're not the problem. Like, I'm not being abused. Like, it's not that bad. Like, it is. It is. Like, imagine just calling somebody lazy over and over again. And imagine being on the phone and talking crap about me and being like, oh, well, like, I know that they're not taking meds like they should be or whatever, and they're supposed to be taking, like, dude, my grandma doesn't even know that. Like, dude, I don't need meds. Like, you know what, some certain meds, like, would probably be very helpful. And I'm not talking about other things. I'm talking about, like some anxiety meds, but, like, dude, like, I freaking, like, I'm not crazy. Like, I'm not the crazy one. Like, I'm the normal one. Like, I'm normal. Like, I have these issues and stuff, but, like, I'm not crazy. Like, if somebody just respected my boundaries, then, like, I would never, like, have a meltdown or anything, or, like, whatever else have you. Like, I am just calm and sweet and, like, everything. And then everybody just goes, like, oh, they're crazy. Oh, like, they need this, or, like, they need that, or, like, they're crazy, or, like, oh, I hope that they can do better with their life. Like, no, you don't hope I can do better with my life. Like, I'm trying to do better with my life right now, honey. I'm trying to do better with my life right now, but you're not helping me. Like, I can't just do it all by myself. Like, all the work needs to come from me and stuff, but, like, I can't do it all by myself. Like, I've applied to every single last job in this town. Like, what else do you expect me to do? I have, like, what do you want me to do? I've done every single possible thing that I can. Like, what do you want me to do, honey? Honey. What? Like, it's just hilarious to me. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, oh, like, I hope they get better, and I hope they stop taking advantage of the situation. I'm not taking advantage of any situation. Like, you're the one that decided that you wanted to help me when I turned 17 and try and get me out of my parents', like, trailer. And now you're treating me the same way that my parents did when I was a minor. Like, are you not connecting the dots here? Like, now you're abusing me the same way that my parents were. Like, are you not connecting the dots? Like, I'm trapped. I am physically trapped. I am trapped with, like, a potato laptop and a phone that I can't make phone calls from, and an iPad that, yeah, I can make art on, but, like, and I could possibly stream on it, but, like, I don't know who exactly would want to watch that, because on iPad when you stream, it's like two black things on each side, and I don't know, and no overlays, and I don't know. Like, sure, some people would watch it, because, like, I know I have people who support me, but it's just like, it just feels like you're not trying even though you are, because, like, I feel like I have so much freaking potential. Like, you see this PNG YouTuber, like, I'm not the most talented person that ever existed in the whole entire world, but you see this, right? Like, you see this PNG YouTuber. Like, it is extremely cute and stuff. Like, it looks very, very clean as well. Every line is very, very clean. Like, I am a perfectionist with my work. Like, you see all of the art assets on my channel, and I made them myself. Like, I have so much potential to do stuff, and it's like, nope. Like, I can't even reach my full potential because of every single physical thing that's holding me back and setting me back. Like, that's just absurd to me. That is absolutely absurd. I don't understand. I don't understand why I can't just live. I don't understand why I've lived almost 23 years of my life now, and I still haven't lived. I've just, like, freaking tried to survive, and, like, I don't understand why nobody can freaking love you in your own family, or care about you in your own family. Like, I don't freaking understand that at all. I have so much potential, and I can't even reach it, and it really, really sucks. And then, like, another thing, like, I hate how, like, I hate how, like, homeless people are treated, because it's, like, so freaking many of them did not go homeless because they were lazy. They did not go homeless because, like, some stupid dumb reason. Like, they went homeless, like, a lot of people have gone homeless for situations like mine, like, where they either have no choice, or, like, they're just treated like absolute dirt or whatever else have you. Like, I can't freaking stand that. I cannot stand that. Like, oh, like you're like homeless, like you're lazy, oh, you could get a job, or oh, you could do this, or you could do that. And then like if people tell me, oh, you could get a job, okay, why don't you come over to my town, and why don't you go in every single business and you ask them, hey, have you seen this person, do you know their name, do you know like XX name, like have you ever seen an application from them? And they'll probably tell you yes. Unless they're lying. Because every single job in this town I've applied to multiple times over and over and over and over again. And I've gotten nowhere. Yeah, the corporate world treats autistic people like really bad. So, and if you don't believe me and you're like, oh, you're just making excuses, then it's like, okay, well, you don't have my experience. Not everybody is going to have my experience, just like I'm not going to have your experience. It's just, I don't know. I don't understand it, and it really makes me upset. And I've been very, very, very low because, like, all that happened, like, on Tuesday, and I just, yeah. It actually happened on Monday, not Tuesday, but, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm trapped. I'm literally trapped. I made a Ko-Fi to, like, sell, like, coloring pages and stuff, and I'm gonna have it in the link in the bio, but, yeah, that's that. I just wish that I could make positive and happy videos and stuff, but it's, like, my life is on the line here, and it's just, like, I don't know, like, my life is on the line, like, my grandma is getting old, and it's like, if she dies, then, like, I'm gonna get kicked out to the street. So, like, I just hate all of the misconceptions of, like, oh, you're lazy, or oh, you don't try, or you don't do this, you don't do that. Like, dude, I can't even stream anymore. Like, I cannot even stream anymore. My laptop will not stream, like, playing games or something, or what else have you. Like, it won't even stream me doing artwork on Photoshop. Like, what do you freaking want me to do with the devices that I have? Like, what do you want me to do? You want me to get some online job or something that, like, first of all, I can't do because I'm not, like, I don't have the capacity to, like, do, like, technical stuff. Like, I'm more like artist and stuff, and I also don't like being yelled at and like talked bad to and stuff. Like, I can't handle no customer service stuff, because like if somebody says something really bad to me, then like I'm gonna cry or something, because I'm just emotional. And you know what? You can make fun of me for that if you want to, but I don't really care. Like, everybody is just a person, and I have very bad anxiety. And you know what? That wouldn't help my mental health. And you know what? I don't even have a headset that I would be able to do that with. So, thank you. You can keep your advice to yourself, but, like, unless it's like, oh, well, this organization will help, or like this or that. But like, if it's about getting a job, then like, no, I respectfully don't want your advice, because I've literally tried everything, and I have a potato for a laptop that can barely do anything at all. So, yeah. Also, like, any sarcasm is like, okay, a lot of my sarcasm is either me, like, joking about it, because, like, dark humor, or, like, if any, like, bigot were to come across this video, then my sarcasm is directed at them. It's not directed at anybody who actually understands what I'm going through. Like, if you understand what I'm going through, then my sarcasm is not directed at you. It's not. So, yeah. And I also just like to be sarcastic just for fun, because it makes me laugh and smile to be sarcastic. But like, because if I wasn't sarcastic, then I would just be sitting here crying my eyes out. So, yeah. Sarcasm is like kind of like a coping mechanism for me, because if I wasn't like sitting here being sarcastic and stuff, yeah, I would sure as hell be crying my eyes out. So that's it for this video. Yeah, I just feel like very filled and stuff, and it is very debilitating to not only feel like you're trapped, but literally physically be trapped. Like I'm trapped. There's no way out. There's no way out. I'm trapped. It just gets worse and worse and worse. Like, okay, one more thing. Like, yesterday, my grandma was like, "Oh, can you take out the trash?" Okay, so I took out the trash, and then I came back inside, and then she was like, "Why did you go outdoors?" She was like, "What were you doing outdoors?" Dude, I'm almost 23 years old. You don't have any business asking me what I did outdoors or why I went outside. You don't have any business asking me that. Like, dude, I was taking out your trash. You want me to take out your trash or not? Like what? Like what? Like what? Like, you want me to take out your trash or not? Like, I'm not understanding here. I'm really not. I'm really not understanding here. And then, like, whenever I get a bath, it's like, "Oh, did you drown?" Like, I'm almost 23 years old. No, I didn't drown in the bathtub. I would have no reason to drown in the bathtub. Like, I don't have any, like, health issues to where, like, I would have a seizure or something. So, like, that's only to get on my nerve to ask me, "Oh, did you drown?" Or, like, "Oh, are you done yet?" When there's two different bathrooms, and the one I take a bath in, she doesn't even use. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is all so pathetic, and I just can't get any time to myself without being bothered, and all of it is just very debilitating and just yeah, so that's that. And like, I want to make amazing videos and like art videos and stuff, and it's like I just don't have the things to be able to do it with, and it's very, very upsetting because it's like that's gonna be my only way to make something of myself, is to entertain other people. And like, yeah, I can't do that with as little as I have, and it's just very, very upsetting. But yeah, that's that, and I hope to see you soon. And yeah, bye bye.